Await everyone, this is Regulus Pastor. Welcome back to Higurashi no Naku Koro. This is the third arc, Tatarigoroshi-hen. We're just starting it today, so I'm looking forward to it. I will note that it seems my vocal folds have not completely healed since Monday's stream, where we finished up Watanagashi-hen, the second story arc. But since the first chapter of each arc seems to be relatively easy on the voice, I figure it won't be too difficult. But we'll see. We'll see. So yeah, let's start. I configured everything last time, just looking to make sure. Okay. I think we're good. Tatarigoroshi-hen. Sorry. Tatarigoroshi-hen. The shortest scenario. Man, curse, or coincidence. How are the conjectures inside you solidifying? I look forward to whether those conjectures will waver or become a cornerstone in this scenario. The difficulty is the worst. You will probably not even be able to make conjectures. It's funny, they talk about difficulty. This is just a visual novel where you don't really have any choices. Visual novels can have choices, but they often don't, and this is one of them that does not. The snake in the well was happy, for it did not care what was outside the well. The snake in the well was happy, for it had naught to do with what happened outside the well. And you were happy too, for you did not know what happened outside the well. Frederica Castle. This is a work of fiction. AD 1983, the early summer of the 58th year of the Showa era. Hey, Laboose. Yeah. It was a very humid day. Hold on. I'll just read it normally. Not even a slight breeze was blowing. It had been an unpleasant summer. One that wasn't only hot, but swelteringly so. There were various articles of clothing hung out to dry in the messy apartment windows, but the lack of wind evoked an impression far removed from coolness. In fact, it only felt more oppressive. There were crooked houses and apartments lining the narrow, twisting road. In addition, there were planters of flower pots whose contents were beginning to rot, as well as bicycles and cars on the sides of the road, making it even more cramped, more oppressive, and all the more sweltering. Nobody who was in this place at this time was visiting it voluntarily. But in spite of what everyone might expect, a single motorcycle came rolling in. The lone motorcycle, which couldn't be called neat even as flattery, pulled up to a two-story apartment complex and stopped there. A man, fairly old and wrinkled, stepped off. When the housewife hanging out the laundry noticed him, she called out, "Oh, yeah. Okay. I was wondering. Thanks for letting me know. Maybe that'll be better.
Well, hello there.
Why aren't the voices popping up? Oh well, that means I haven't installed them right. Oi.
Well, hello there. It's quite hot today again, isn't it?
Oh, you've got that right. I feel like I'm gonna boil out here.
Oh, right, landlord. I didn't think that would be the first thing you said.
Sorry. The fluorescent lights, right? I completely forgot.
No, not that. Don't you smell it? There's a terrible smell about. I've been smelling it since this morning.
Ooh. Wait, what's this? It reeks. Did the sewers get backed up again?
Do something about it, landlord. I've had to keep my nose plugged all day long.
You'd still look plenty lovely plugging your nose, my dear. There was an unhygienic drainage channel running behind the apartment. The lattice from which it flowed was stuffed with branches and fallen leaves, and when filth got caught up in them, it created an awful stench in the summertime.
Could you tell the municipal office about it? The drain will end up buried at this rate.
Well, yikes. It's completely blocked. It'll start back up if you poke it with a stick. The man crossed the fence over the drainage channel and picked up a filthy drying pole sitting nearby. He must have planned to stick it into the drain and clear it out.
Wait, landlord, stop that! If you mix it all strange, if you do that, it'll smell terrible.
It smells if it's clogged, and it smells if it's mixed. Which should I choose? He shoved the drying pole into the filth in the lattice. Of course, it did nothing to help the accumulation of waste. Yeah! It's a dead cat. This is a health center's job. Cats and dogs smell awful when they die.
Cats and dogs smell awful when they die. A bamboo pole's not gonna do much good.
Garbage bags, old clothes, they throw all kinds of stuff in there. And is that a duck I see? Oh, of course it stinks. The nerve of some people. The drainage channel was already unsanitary. What was a little more garbage at this point? The stream of such imprudent people was never ending, and now this channel had turned into a garbage dump. When he poked the pile of old clothes floating in the sewage, a black cloud of smoke floated out in the water. The two of them grimaced at the terribly bizarre and repulsive sight.
Ah,
We got maggots, eh? Someone must have thrown kitchen waste in.
Landlord! What's that?
What? Just more garbage.
Landlord!
Who is it? Oh, hello. Good work today. I don't know whose voice this is. Ow. Yeah. What a terrible stench. Hey! Bruce, get everyone to surround this area, including further up the channel. Bruce? Oh, what kind of Japanese character is this? What kind of name is that? That's in plain sight of the 2-floor houses. Identity of the deceased unknown. Sex female. Age estimated to be late 20s or early 30s. Time of death about 2 or 3 days ago. I feel like this music is probably drowning me out a bit. Let's see. Should be at least a little better. Time of death about 2 or 3 days ago. She was probably abandoned after death. Naked, too? Figuring out who she is will be rough. Contact the community division and ask if anyone's gone missing. They probably weighed her down so she'd sink. Then the weights came off and she floated to the top. But why in a drainage sewer of all things? Would have been better under an overpass or in the mountains, you know? And it would have been outside our jurisdiction, right? But it looks like they never wanted to hide the corpse at all. Did they do it so she would be found? As a warning or something? The slice in her stomach definitely wasn't from a fish eating her. She was cut open and her insides were dragged out. They really made a show out of killing her. Does the Chinese mafia do this sort of traditional punishments? Ask Shiga-san in Section 4 if he's had any trouble with Yakuza. On it, sir. Still, what a terrible way to go. Hey, don't our innards poking out look like that sort of salad soba you can get at Kyoto? Maybe if you stick chopsticks in, noodles will pop out. See? Ah! Please, give me a break. Her intestines were pulled out and her ears and nose cut off. That's definitely not how I want to go. Her fingers are in a bad state too. There are long nails stuck in all of them, on both hands. What kind of torture was this anyway? Higurashi torture. That's what kind. Now, in Tatarigoroshi-hen, we saw Mion, or whatever possessed Mion, was about to execute Kei to view the rituals for disappearing a person for the Tatarigoroshi. And she was about to put these hooked nails into Kei's knuckles. 15 of them for each hand, one for each knuckle. Or section, as it were, because there are only 2 knuckles for the thumb, but there are still 3 sections. Okay. So now, back to Kei's voice. But we know that whoever must have done that woman in was probably the Sonosakis, for whatever reason. Okay. The most relaxing time during the school day? Lunch, for sure. Everyone brought their desks side by side like always, and we all ate together.
Oh my! Mion-sanのお弁当が今日はなかなか見事でございましたよ。
Oh, the voice is working just fine now.
Mion-san, if I may say, your lunch looks quite appetizing today. 品数がいっぱいで豪華なのです。There are so many different things. It's wonderful.
Satoko and Mika-chan looked at Mion's lunch, shouting gladly. Let's have a look. Wow!
夕べの残りをちょっと詰めてきただけだよ。
I just packed in some leftovers from last night.
うちで昨日村長たちが酒盛りしててさ。
All the elders were having a drinking party at my house yesterday.
それで残り物をちょいと取っておいたってわけ。
I managed to nab some of what they didn't eat. それでお酒のおつまみみたいなおかずが多いんだね。So that's why they all look like snacks you could have with sake.
残り物、つまりは残飯とはいえ、これだけ綺麗に弁当箱に収められてるとなかなかの迫力があるな。
They're only leftovers, mere scraps of food. But when arranged in a bento box so cleanly, they look impressive.
高級料亭の懐石弁当みたいだ。
It looks like part of a full-course meal at a high-class restaurant.
人の印象のほとんどがファーストインプレッションで決まるようにさ。
People seem to decide if they like things mainly based on their first impression.
やっぱりお弁当の味も蓋を開けた時の綺麗さに比例するんじゃないかなって。
So I thought maybe the taste of a bento would be proportional to how pretty it was when you opened it. ミオンさんってガサツそうな性格に見えて、結構こういう盛り付けのセンスがいいんですのよね。You may seem unrefined, Mion-san, but you're positively splendid at arranging food like this. お部屋もいつも綺麗に片付いてるし。Your room is nice and tidy too. みーちゃんはみんなが思ってるよりずっと几帳面で丁寧な人なんだよ。Mita is a lot more organized and polite than everyone thinks.
It's all the same once it's in your stomach. That's of course what Kei-Y would say. I'd have thought Mion would say something like that. But to think she had this kind of taste... You can't judge a book by its cover. Mion was careful in everything she did. She never misstepped, faltered, or messed up. I see. She is our club president after all.
レナのお弁当も見劣らないのです。Yours is nothing to scoff at either, Lena. カニかまぼこのお花がとても綺麗なのですよ。 Your crab kamabuku flower is very pretty.
レナの弁当ってなんていうかいつも芸が凝ってるよな。
You know, Rena, your lunch always has, like, an art to it.
リンゴのウサギさんとか人参の花びらとかさ。
Rabbit-shaped apple slices. That was in the first arc, the very beginning. Like, it has rabbit-shaped apple slices and carrot flowers and stuff. I've seen carrot flowers in, like, Chinese restaurants. Well, I say Chinese restaurants, heavily Americanized versions of Chinese food. But yeah, the carrot flowers are kind of impressive. I don't know how they do that. Irena's bento wasn't all about taste. It was like, like she always puts her heart into it or something. It wasn't just good, it made your insides all nice and warm.
ありがとう。Thanks。みーちゃんにはちょっと及ばないけど、可愛いかなって。It's not quite as good as me-chan's, but I wanted to make it really cute.
料理は技術じゃなくて愛情でしょ。
Cooking isn't about skill, it's about love.
その意味でだったら私なんか足元にも及ばないって。
In that sense, I don't even come up to your feet.
Love, huh? Yeah. Just from looking at her bento, I could definitely feel that Rena put her heart and soul into making it. That's what her bento was like.
お弁当ってのは味だけでなく見た目も大事ってことですよね。The taste isn't all that counts for a bento. How it looks also matters. 私たちも見習わないといけませんわね。I suppose we must learn from this too.
おお。
Huh?
で、その見習わなくちゃならないサトコたちの弁当はどうだ？
So, let's see Satoko and Rika-chan's upcoming bento.
お。
The ons have commenced. 10:09 p.m. Whoa!
じゃーん。ただ昨日ご近所さんにお裾分けのお肉をもらったので今日は焼肉弁当なんですってよ。Yesterday, a neighbor shared some meat with us, so we ended up grilling it for a bento.
These ones too. They had such an impact. They were bursting at the seams with grilled meat. At a glance, it was too impactful for a girl's bento, but when you thought about eating with all your friends, it brought more than enough color to the table.
へえ。
Never knew you were such the food critic, Kei-Y. Wow.
粗雑な体育会系弁当と見せかけておかずの品数も結構あるみたいじゃない。
At first, it looks like the kind of crude bento that a jack would eat, but there's so many different things in here.
ほうれん草のおひたしとかひじきの煮物とか。
Like boiled spinach and soy sauce, and stewed hijiki. リカちゃんはこういう気取らない家庭料理がとても上手なんだよね。リカちゃん、you're really good at this kind of unaffected cooking, huh? うん、リカちゃんは将来立派なお嫁さんになれると思うよ。Yep, I think リカちゃん will make a great wife when she grows up. 未来の旦那様をわしづかみなのです。I have a tight hold on my future husband.
A husband for Rika-chan, huh? At first it sounded appealing. It did, but I felt like a married life with her would be anything but normal. But really, everyone was amazing. They were all so young, and yet they're all capable of cooking for themselves. Well, technically, a normal life, a married life with, how old is Rika supposed to be in this? I forget. Married life with a kid of that age is abnormal, because she's a kid of that age. It's an odd reason to give. They're all so young, and yet they're all capable of cooking for themselves. Oh, will you stop? I would sort of cook whenever I went camping with my family. But making lunch every day was a level I definitely couldn't reach. I could only really cook in my spare time. When I thought about it like that, it really made everyone stand out more. Frankly, I respected them. Huh? I feel like maybe this doesn't only apply to other people. Come to think of it, this morning, when I was eating breakfast half asleep, I think my mom was saying something really important destroy my vocal folds for that. With a hysteric groan, I suddenly stood up, startling everyone at once.
どうしたのかなかな What's wrong? No! 急に大声を出すからむせてしまいましたですわ。You make a slogan and sound like that suddenly, you know? さとこのお鼻からご飯粒が出てますです。There's rice coming out of your nose, Satoko.
I've forgotten. All the stuff about cooking for yourself. It applied to me too.
Kei-Y、
Kei-Y、
お父さんとお母さんね、またお仕事で東京に行ってこなくちゃならないの。
Your mom and dad need to go to Tokyo again for business.
そう。
Yeah?
はぁ、眠。
That was a 100% real yawn. And it took very little to actually stimulate that from this yawn. So, not too bad timing for the yawns to commence.
お父さんの先生にあたる人がね、イベントの直前で倒れちゃったの。
Your dad's mentor fell ill right before an event he was taking part in.
とても大切なイベントなんでね、どうしても穴が開けられないのよ。
It's a very important event, and they need someone to fill in.
Well, Dad does what he has to do for his job.
それでお父さんとお母さん、
So your dad and I, you see,
そのイベントのお手伝いのために大至急東京に行かなくちゃならなくなったの。
we need to go to Tokyo as fast as we can to help with the event.
場合によっては何日か泊まり込みになっちゃうかも。
We might have to stay there for a few days depending on what happens.
That sounds annoying. That was
その
not a
間
real...
お母さんたちいないからご飯とかみんなKei-Yが自炊しなくちゃならないんだけど。
That was a real yawn. The one I did silently there.
While we're gone, we won't be here, so you'll need to make your own meals yourself.
Kei-Yは大丈夫？
Are you okay with that, Kei-Y?
大丈夫大丈夫。
I'll be fine, I'll be fine.
人間、追い詰められたら何でもできるんだから。
Humans can do anything when they're desperate. You whine, baby.
そう？
Is that so?
なら安心ね。
That's a relief.
ご飯くらいは炊けるでしょ。
You can at least cook rice, right?
お味噌汁も作れるわよね。
And you can make miso soup as well.
I can't, I'm allergic.
あとは適当にお惣菜を買ってくればご飯らしくなるから。
Then you just buy some side dishes and you'll have a meal.
A meal? Yeah. I can cook rice with my camping kit. Never used a rice cooker before. I hope by his camping kit he means like a saucepan, something like that. Yeah, I've never used a rice cooker. We always do it in a saucepan with a lid to cover it. I've only ever made instant miso soup that you make in a pot of boiling water too. Well, I'll think of something.
自炊できるなら置いていくお金は少しでいいわよね。
If you can cook for yourself, then you don't need much money, do you?
外食は高いからしちゃダメよ。
No eating out, it's too expensive.
Kei-Yもそろそろ自炊と経済観念を学んでもいい頃だからね。
You're at the age where you should learn about cooking and personal finances now, after all.
Yeah. I'll get by.
なんとかなるか
No, I won't! What was I thinking? I was half asleep and I made such crazy empty promises. Just like manga characters always do at times like these, I bent over backwards and scratched furiously at my head.
Kei-Y 君のご両親って大変なんだね。Kei-Y, your parents sure have it rough.
Watch, Cage is just gonna say, like, they have it rough. I'm the one who's gonna starve unless I cook for myself. You know, that total crap.
ケイチ君、しっかりお留守番をしてなきゃね。Anyway, you need to keep things in order while they're gone.
そんなことより飯だ飯。
Anyway, food!
親がいないんだぞ。全部自分で作らなきゃならないんだぞ。
My parents aren't here. I have to make it all myself, you know.
これは超緊急事態だ。
This is a huge emergency.
それなら覚悟を決めて自炊なさればいいではありませんの。Should you not simply give up and cook for yourself? ケイチさん、以前のカレーパーティーで見事なカレーを作ってみせたではありません？
So events are different from the previous arc. In the previous arc, when they did the curry, she sabotaged his curry, and Mion further sabotaged it by taking his rice. So so things are different now. Kei-Y-san, did you not make a fabulous curry dish for the curry party previously?
あのな。
Listen here.
俺に作れるのはデイキャンプでお袋に教えてもらったカレーがせいぜいなんだよ。
My mom taught me how to cook that curry when we camped, and it's the best I can do. Well, I mean, you're working with an unpredictable heat source with the campfire. With the stove, you should actually be better at it.
3食カレーなんか食えるかよ。
I can't eat curry 3 meals a day!
カレーなんて所詮はジャンクフード。
He's gonna sick Kare Sensei on him. I mean, it's just junk food in the first place!
栄養バランスなんてかけらもない。実にいい加減な。
There's no nutritional balance whatsoever, and it's just completely...
バカ。
Stupid. Shh. Mion and Satoko put their hands over my mouth. A moment later, the door rattled open. Chie-sensei, a known curry maniac, suddenly poked her head in.
今誰かカレーの悪口を言っていませんでしたか？
I thought they might have saved him in time, but no such luck. Did I just hear somebody bad-mouthing curry?
No, he didn't say anything.
Everyone's faces went totally white, and they all shook their heads in denial. Her eyes rolled over the classroom. Her glare was just a teacher's ordinary stare.
そうですか。
Is that so?
空耳でしたか。
Must have been the wind. Chie-sensei gave one more look around the classroom, then closed the door and went back to the teacher's lounge. I may have been shouting, but for her to hear it from all the way across the hall in the teacher's lounge, that teacher is terrifying.
ケイちゃん。
Kei-chan.
他の食べ物はいくらこき下ろしてもいいけど、カレーだけはやめた方がいいよ。
You can disparage other foods all you want, but you might want to stay away from curry.
ひなみ沢に住んでいるうちは。
At least as long as you live in Hinamizawa.
すまん。
Okay.
反省します。
I'm sorry. That's what I said. But still, I can't have curry for every meal. A cup ramen is good because you only eat it once in a while. If you ate it for every meal, you get bored of it pretty quickly. Also, I've read that it's apparently unhealthy to eat it more than once every so often because, like at the very least, to reserve it to, at the most, once every other day. Like to eat something a day in between because all that paraffin wax that they use to keep the noodles separated is not good for digestion. Rice and miso soup and a good side dish. Yeah, that's what Japanese tables should look like.
頑張って自炊してみればいいのに。
Why can't you just try to cook for yourself?
自分で作ったご飯ってとっても美味しいんだよ。
Rice you make yourself is really good.
おじさんは美味しいってよりめんどくさいけどな。
This old man thinks it's more a pain than good.
でもたまにはそういう経験もいいかもね。
But experiencing it every once in a while might be nice.
そうそう、人生何事も経験でございましたよ。
That's right. Life is all about experiences, right?
Hold on, I have to clear my throat.
お指を切ったりやけどをしたりでかわいそうかわいそうなのです。
But when you cut your fingers or break yourself, it's so sad, so very sad.
With everyone encouraging me like this, I start to feel like maybe I could do it if I tried too. My throat's still torn up. Second, more throat numbing spray. I'll let it sink in a little bit. I need to start taking better care of my voice. In between streams. Alright. Numb the soreness a little bit. With everyone encouraging me like this, I start to feel like maybe I could do it if I tried too. Though approximately one person didn't sound like she was encouraging me. Cooking is a skill I'll have to learn at some point since I want to live on my own one day. Maybe learning now wouldn't be so bad. I'm pretty uneasy about it, but
そうだな。
you're right.
この辺で多少の料理くらい得得しておかないと今度部活で料理勝負になった時が辛い。
If I don't understand how I cook a few things around here, then I won't be in good shape the next time our club does a cooking showdown.
そうですわね。
You are correct.
いつぞやのカレー勝負のような奇策は何度も通用しませんでございますしね。
Oh, maybe he did pull that same trick last curry contest. Huh. Or no, maybe it's a different trick, because that would be too obvious, I think.
That clever trick of yours in the last curry contest won't work every time after all.
As if scorning me, Satoko ridicules my comeback from a hopeless situation in a certain do-or-die curry showdown.
何を余裕ぶってやがる。
And what are you so relaxed for?
あの時だってサトコはリカちゃんに任せっきりだったじゃないか。
You relied entirely on Rika-chan back then, didn't you?
あの時サトコがした料理は何だ。
What did you cook at the time exactly? Nice to see Satoko's didn't change.
レナのカレーに塩を一袋入れて、
You put a bag of salt in Rena's curry,
ミオンのご飯に塩を一袋入れて、
a bag of salt in Mion's rice,
俺の鍋をひっくり返しやがって。
and he flipped over my pan! Okay, exact same thing happened. Scratch what I said before. I relapsed into my grudge over the last curry showdown! For now, I calmed my unquellable anger by pinching Satoko's ears.
あれは部活だからの攻撃なんでございましたよ。
That was, well, last arc, and I want to say a later arc, but this is the arc right after the first arc where that stuff happens. And welcome, V4R, to the stream. How are you doing tonight?
Ow! My attack was because that's what they were doing for club.
私だってこう見えてもちょっとはお料理とかできましたよ。
I need my Naku
you now?
あのカレー勝負の時リカちゃんに任せっきりで人参の皮一つ剥かなかったお前がか？
Even when you couldn't peel one carrot during the showdown, I had to get Rika to do it?
肩腹痛いわ。
Don't be so daft!
人間は日々進歩してますのよ。
People get better every day, you know.
私がいつまでもお料理が下手っぴだと思ってると大間違いなんでしてよ。
This is a voice acting stream. There's not going to be much content if it's without voice acting. Although I probably will amend Satoko's voice now that this arc is going to be centered around her. Spoilers. I'll probably try to amend my voice, make it a little more gentle sounding. Because to be honest, I came up with that voice because I kind of have it out for her.
If you think I'll always be crummy at cooking, then you're quite mistaken.
ねえリカ、
Right, Rika?
僕が見てないとお鍋とか火元とか不安なのです。
I have to watch or else I get worried about the pot and flame.
たまにガスの元栓も閉め忘れてるのです。
Sometimes you forget to turn off the gas, too.
Everyone burst into laughter.
火元は料理以前の問題だ。
That shouldn't be an issue with cooking.
いくら俺でもそれだけはない。
Even I would never do that.
カップラーメンばかり食べてる人に言われたくありませんわ。
I don't want to hear that when someone eats nothing but cup ramen.
でも、さとこちゃんもそこそこにはお料理とかできるんだよ。
But Satoko can cook pretty well for herself, you know?
いいぞレナ、こんなやつのためにわざわざフォローなんかしてやることはないんだぞ。
Rena, it's fine. You don't need to force yourself to cover up for her like that.
いや、別にフォローってわけじゃないよ。
No, I'm not trying to cover for her or anything.
リカちゃんがずば抜けて料理がうまいから目立たないだけでさ。
It's just that Rika-chan's cooking is by far the best of all of us, so hers doesn't stand out.
さとこちゃんだってまあ基本くらいはマスターしてるよ。
Satoko has, well, mastered the basics too, right?
少なくともご飯とお味噌汁くらいは作れますわ。
At the very least, I could cook rice and miso soup.
カリフラワーとブロッコリーの見分けはつかないけど。
They used that same little dig at her in the first arc.
Well, she can't quite tell the difference between cauliflower and broccoli, though.
どっちも茹でれば食べられるの同じですわ。
They're both the same anyway once you boil them.
Satoko erupted into anger, making two fists and swinging them above her head. Everyone laughed a lot after that.
Damage don't matter.
ケイチさんに笑われるのだけは我慢がなりませんですわ。
I cannot stand being laughed at you, but are you Kei-Y?
確かに俺は他のみんなよりも料理技術は劣るかもしれない。
Yes, perhaps I do lag behind everyone else in terms of cooking skill.
だけどな、少なくともサトコにだけは負けない自信はあるぞ。
But at least I'm confident I never lose to you, Satoko!
少なくともサトコにだけは。
Not to you, at least.
なんですって。
What was that?
急にこと書いて自信があるとは肩払いたくて笑っちゃいますわ。
You have to go on to say you're confident. That's what's daft here.
こう見えても私リカと交代でご飯をちゃんと作ってますよ。
I might not seem like a good cook, but I take turns with Rika, you know.
ちゃんと自炊ぐらいできるんでございますからね。
I can cook just fine for myself, thank you.
そうかそうか。
I see.
自炊ができて偉いな。
Good for you for being able to cook.
後でご褒美に飴玉買ってやるからな。
I'll buy some candy for you as a present later. I patted Satoko on the head while I made fun of her. Called it. Satoko seemed to know I was making fun of her too, since her face went bright red very quickly, and steam started to pour out like she was a kettle. Man, that was all the sense.
全然信じてませんのね。
You don't believe me, do you?
とにかく
Anyway,
ケイチさんより私の方が全然お料理が上手なんでございますのよ。
I can cook way better than you can, Kei-san.
I see.
じゃあカリフラワーとブロッコリーの違いを言えたら俺も信じてやるぞ。
Then if you could tell me the difference between cauliflower and broccoli, I'll believe you.
ほれ言ってみろ。
Come on, let's hear it.
緑の方がブロッコリー。
The green one is broccoli.
どっちじゃなくて黄色い方。
Oh, no, the yellow one.
カリフラワーが青、赤、緑。
Cauliflower is red, blue, green.
I don't understand. When would she have seen yellow, red, or blue of either broccoli or cauliflower? Unless it's just one of the many vegetables that the Japanese like to sometimes dye a different color.
ほれほれ
Come on now.
ブロッコリーは何色だ？
What color is broccoli?
青赤緑ってテレビのブラウン管じゃあるまいし。
It's not red, blue, green like a television.
ほれほれ言ってみろ言ってみろ。
Come on, say it, say it.
別にブロッコリーが何色かわかんなくてもさとこちゃんはお料理ができるんでちゅよね。
Satoko can cook just fine without knowing what color broccoli is, right?
えらいえらいでちゅよ。
Good for you, good for you.
ケイチさんのバカ。
Stupid Kei-san!
Oh, it's nothing to cry hysterically about. She's so gosh darn cute. No, she isn't. She's a lowly tsundere brat. I stroked her head as hard as I could. I'm not gonna say ruffle. Well, I guess I just did. Oh, sorry, I hit the mic there. Depth perception.
ケイちゃんもそこまで言うからにはサトコよりはまともなものを作ってみせられるんだろうね。
If you're going to act so smug, then you can surely show us something better than Satoko.
Remarked Mignon, giving me just a slightly mean smile. Actually, well, I had no confidence at all in my cooking. But the situation carried me along and I decided to deliver an impressive declaration.
まあ見ていろ。
Just you wait.
おや俺はバッチリガッチリ見事な晩飯を作ってみせる。
Tonight, I will make the best darn meal you've ever seen!
少し余計に作って明日の弁当にしてくるからそれを見て腰を抜かすがいい。
I'll even make a little too much and pack it for lunch tomorrow. You'll be so surprised you'll fall over.
それは楽しみなのです。
That sounds like fun.
明日のお弁当が待ち遠しいのですよ。
I can't wait for lunchtime tomorrow.
Erika-chan patted me on the head. Her words of can't wait sounded so transparent.
レナも楽しみにしてるね。
And I'm excited too.
どんなのを作ってきてもレナは笑わないからね。
I promise I will laugh no matter what you make.
となると明日の弁当は私も本気で作らなきゃならないようだね。
Alright, so maybe I'll go out on my bento tomorrow too.
じゃあこうしようか。
Now let's do this.
明日のお弁当で勝負ってのはどう？
Let's have a bento showdown tomorrow.
もちろん部活扱いだからね。
As a club activity, of course.
罰ゲームもついちゃうよ。
And we'll throw in a punishment game too.
あら、それは妙案でございますわね。My, what an ingenious idea that is.
どうですケイチさん。
How is that, Kei-Y?
聞くなら今のうちでしたよ。
I'll give you one chance to back down.
Satoko wiped her tears and snarled at me as if this were a chance to turn things around. Maybe this is bad. I feel like maybe the conversation is getting pretty out of hand. Oh, if I apologize, now's my chance. But what came out of my Barakeiji's mouth was a statement so reckless it even frightened me.
ああ、上等だぜ。
Yeah, you're on!
明日の弁当を見て腰を抜かすなよ。
My bento tomorrow will knock you right out of your shoes! Everyone raised their voices surprised at my bold, confident reply. Ah! Now I've done it! What have I done? I'm so irresponsible.
さてミオさん、
So, Miu-san,
ビリになったらどんな素敵な罰ゲームになってしまうんですの？
what sort of fantastic punishment game will we have to play if we lose?
Satoko grinned fearlessly, as if to say that it was already decided I'd be playing said fantastic punishment game.
そうだね。
Let's see.
じゃあこんなのはどうかな。
Okay, how about this?
明日のお弁当勝負に負けた人は
Whoever loses tomorrow's bento showdown
明日のお昼休み
during lunch break tomorrow
職員室で食事中の千恵先生の前で
has to go up to Chie Sensei as she's eating in the teacher's lounge
カレーの悪口を言うってのは
and say bad things about Kei! みーちゃん
みーちゃん
それはなんて恐ろしい
How terrifying.
Everyone went pale and gasped at how truly terrifying the punishment game was. Chie-sensei is such a maniac about curry that she'd risk her life for it. And to go up to her and start saying bad things about curry? What kind of fate would await us? Just trying to imagine it was scary. And as everyone looked blankly amazed at the terrifying punishment game, Yurika-chan spoke.
明日のお弁当は腕によりをかけますです
Tomorrow's contest was to be decided by skill.
Rena and Mion and Satoko. Everyone nodded deeply in agreement.
もっともケイイチさんには明日のお弁当以前に今夜のお夕食の方が問題でしょうけどね
Although Kei-chan's problem might be his own dinner tonight rather than tomorrow's bento.
I can usually go higher, but I destroyed my vocal folds doing the last stream of Tatarigoroshi-hen, where I ended it up with doing Kei-Y's screams, Shion's screams, Mion's cackles, tore my throat up. And I'm paying for it. I thought it would heal enough, especially since I usually do streams Mondays and Thursdays. I had to postpone yesterday's because I realized I didn't configure everything for this separate this arc that Steam treats as a separate game. So I thought, give me an extra day to heal, but still not fully there.
俺が今夜どんな素晴らしいディナーになるか見ることができなくて残念だな。
How disappointing that you can't witness what an amazing dinner I'm going to make tonight.
明日の弁当でその片鱗をほんの少しだけ見せてやるから楽しみにしていろよ。
I'll let you have a glimpse of it in my bento tomorrow, so look forward to it.
あれだ けの大見栄を切ったんですのよ。
That is quite a lot of grandstanding.
これでとんでもないのを作っちゃったらどうなるかわかってるんでございましょうね。
You do know what will happen if you come to us with something terrible, right?
サトコこそ明日千恵先生にどんな恐ろしい目に遭わされるか今から楽しみで仕方ないだろう。
I just can't wait. How much trouble you'll be in with Chie Sensei tomorrow, Satoko.
楽しみでしたよ。
Yes, I can't wait either.
明日圭一さんはきっと土下座してそれだけはどうかご勘弁を。
To see you, Kei-san, groveling before him, begging for forgiveness.
泣きながら言うんでしたよ。
Seeing it all with tears streaming down your face.
ああ、目に浮かぶようですわ。
Yes, I can just see it now.
何を
What was that? Both of us on the verge of tears pour on each other's cheeks. Stretch.
自らを窮地に追い込むことで視力を振り絞ろうとは。
Trying to muster all your desperation by placing yourself in a predicament.
ケイちゃん、男だね。
Kei-chan, that's so manly.
こんなの男なんて言いませんのよ。
That isn't manly or anything of the sort.
ただの無鉄砲って言いますのよ。
It is called being reckless.
自分もお料理なんかろくろくできないくせに。
You can't even cook well. レナは信じてるからね。 Rena believes in you.
素敵なお弁当楽しみにしてるよ。
I'm looking forward to your wonderful bento.
僕も明日の圭一がとても楽しみなのですよ。
I'm looking forward very much to seeing Kate tomorrow as well.
The expectant gazes were painful. I was just trying to tease Satoko a little. How did it come to this?
おう
Yeah.
楽しみにしててくれよ。
You had better look forward to it. Ow. Ow. How am I able to say such reckless things? I'm being so unreasonable. What the heck is gonna happen to my dinner? And the bento showdown tomorrow? No. More importantly, if it make me say bad things about curry to Chie Sensei's face, what'll happen to me? The extreme contrast between my outward bravado and my internal screaming continued as the hot and humid June afternoon dragged on. I'm gonna go get a cough drop through this completely padded scene transition. My second one today. Second one within probably an hour. That entire day. Up until school was over, the whole time. My meal tonight and my bento tomorrow were the only things on my mind. And now that I thought about it, it made Mom seem amazing for planning 3 meals every day of the year. I've complained before about having the same meal in a row once in a while, but now I know how rude that was. More importantly, what am I going to do about the punishment game tomorrow? And besides that, what am I going to eat tonight?
Keiichi-kun.
Kate-kun.
Keiichi-kun.
Kate-kun.
ああ、ごめん。
Sorry.
ちょっと考え事を。
I was just thinking about stuff.
今夜の献立のこと？
About what to make tonight?
それとも明日のお弁当勝負のことかな？
Or about the bento showdown tomorrow?
Ah! She hit the mark, and I couldn't find anything to say. My facial expression made obvious the fact that she hit the mark.
明日の勝負はきっとケイチくんが頑張ってお弁当を作ってこれたらそれで大丈夫だと思うよ。
For tomorrow's showdown, I think that if you do your best to make a bento, you'll be fine.
頑張って作った手作りのお弁当に優劣なんかないもの。
There's nothing superior to a bento you tried really hard to make all by yourself.
明日の勝負以前に今夜の晩飯だよ。
Tomorrow's showdown is one thing, but what about dinner tonight?
食中毒でばったり行くかもしれない。
I might suddenly get food poisoning. I couldn't make any more bluffs. I exaggeratedly drooped my shoulders and heaved a sigh from the bottom of my gut. Orana laughed in a shrill way when she saw me do that.
やっぱりケイチくんお料理全然自信なんかなかったんだね。
Kei-Y, you don't have any confidence in your cooking at all, do you?
So I've been found out.
もしもケイチくんがどんなに頑張っても無理そうだったらレナに電話してもいいからね。
If it looks like you can't do it no matter how hard you try, you can always give it a call.
本当か？
Really?
ケイチくんがちゃんと頑張ったらだよ。
But only if you try really hard first, okay?
何も苦労しないで人に頼ろうとしちゃダメなんだから。
You can't rely on others without first struggling yourself.
Lena seemed naive, but sometimes she was instructive. She didn't just spoil people unconditionally. Lena always seemed like an adult at these moments.
どうしてもダメだったら電話するよ。
If I absolutely can't do it, I'll call you.
その確率は極めて高いが。
But the chances are extremely high.
ファイトオーだよ。
Go for it. Yay!
さとこちゃんにあれだけ大見栄を切ったんだから頑張らなきゃ。
You were grandstanding so much to Satoko-chan that you have to try your best.
なあ、サトコってどの程度の料理ができるんだ？
Perfect music timing. Hey, about Satoko. How good is she at cooking?
少なくともケイチくんよりはできるよ。
She's at least better than you.
That was so direct. It hit me pretty hard.
さとこちゃんをあれだけいじめたんだから。
You were making fun of her a lot too.
ケイチくんはちょっぴり苦労をしてもいいかも。
Maybe you should have to struggle just a little, huh?
レナって結構意地悪なのな。
Lena, you're pretty mean.
レナは可愛いだけじゃないんだよ。だよ。
Lena isn't all cute. All cute.
Now that I've provoked Satoko that much, I just couldn't make some crummy bento. I can't believe how loose-lipped I am.
じゃあね。
Okay, bye.
頑張ってね。
Good luck
お料理
on the cooking.
ケイチくんがやればできるってことみんなに見せてあげようね。
Show everyone that you can do it if you really try.
おう。
Yeah. I waved my hand absently in response. Leaving me with words of encouragement and a few pieces of super beginner advice, Orana disappeared past the trees. Higurashi no Naku Koro nii Tatarigoroshi-hen. the scene transitions are so time-padded. Ugh. Fine, I'm desperate. So what? I may not know the ABCs of navigation, and I have neither a sea chart nor a compass. When I read the ABCs of navigation, it reminded me of that book, The Joy of Cooking, which I think would be an at least somewhat helpful resource for him right now, although it doesn't contain much about cooking Japanese food, and I don't think Japanese normally cook Western food unless it's like a special occasion or they want to try something outside their comfort zone. Or they have an entire specialty restaurant built around it. But still, one idiot is taking on the ocean of the great cooking age alone. And his name is Maibara Kei-Y.
Yoshi!
Let's go!
いざ料理
Time to cook! Doing Sailor Moon transformation pose. My enthusiasm was peerless. If energy and recklessness was all it took, I could take over the world! Ow. Oh, I forgot. I injured my wrist yesterday. I can't even remember how I did it. Look, I was literally doing nothing with it. Cursive connective tissue disorder. However, there are plenty of things in the world that can't be achieved with resolution alone. And cooking was probably the top contender. Therefore, even if it was hastily prepared knowledge, I wanted something to help me. I made up my mind to fish through the kitchen cabinets. I was on the hunt for a cookbook. My mom should have had a few of them. For a complete amateur like me, the first thing I needed was information. Just like he who would cross the oceans needed a compass. For me, a cookbook was absolutely indispensable! Here's one. It's worn out. Wrinkled cover made it feel somehow reliable. Okay! As long as I've got this.
考えるより産むが安しだな
Oh, it's easier to give it a shot than think about it, right?
お料理の本さえあれば誰だってシェフの味が出せるじゃんよ
Anyone can concoct the taste of a gourmet chef as long as they have a cookbook. I wouldn't say anyone. I'm speaking as someone with a huge attention deficit. If you can't remember how to measure it right between looking at the page and actually pouring it, then you have a problem.
さすがはお料理の本
Also, when you grow up with people all your life eyeballing it and not doing exact measurements usually, kind of makes it even harder. Cookbooks are great! And as such optimistic thoughts fill my chest, I flipped through the pages. However,
no.
it played with technical terminology like toys. I just couldn't see how to actually make things. You knew it all along, Maibara Kei-Y. If anyone could make delicious food just by reading a book, then there would be no such job as a gourmet chef in the first place. First off, it calls for 3 teaspoons. But which spoon is that? He is that old, and he does not know the difference between tablespoons and teaspoons. And he keeps saying to use however much you like. How much exactly are you supposed to use? Stop using such obscure expressions. Strain out the water in a colander. Add salt and pepper to taste. What the heck is a colander? Oh, he is so stupid. Let's strain it out. Like stretching? You can't stretch water droplets like me. And besides, how much salt and pepper is that supposed to be anyway? Are there any beginner-friendly guides in here? I think the voices automatically got lower, so I'll turn the other stuff down. The sounds got lower too. Let's try it like that. It won't do you any good to yell. Cool off, Maibara Kei-Y. Think calmly. Calmly. For now, I'll leave the side dish until after. I'm gonna take a drink of water. My wrist to squeeze my water bottle. No. Ow, I really need to get a wrist brace or something. I have one lying around the house somewhere. I think I know where it might be, but I don't want to get up to get it. Just not use my hand as much. The rice is more important. I have to cook the rice or I can't start. I know a little about how to cook rice. I didn't cook it with my camping kit when camping all the time for nothing. I'll watch the rice. That should be enough water. And which switch is it? Is it this button? Oh, the lamp turned on. Yeah, fully automatic rice cookers are one of the 3 sacred treasures after all. Now pleased by the rice cooker set, I pulled myself together and decided to take on the miso soup next. The miso soup I made at day camp was all the instant kind after all. Well, it would be fine if I just melted the miso into hot water, no doubt. I'll boil the water. I put it in the miso. How much should I put in? This is what destroyed my curry rice. I tried to make it for my family one time, because I have 2 friends, one's Taiwanese and one's Chinese. They made curry rice and tonkatsu for me once, and they showed me how to make it. I helped make it the last time with them, and so then for my birthday, I decided to try it on my unsuspecting family who's not so open-minded with cuisine and stuff like that. Especially since curry's a really strong spice, I decided to use that as like a birthday gift that I could make it. And I put way too much water in. There was no sauce of any kind. It wasn't even broth. It was just vaguely curry-flavored water. Oh, I boiled the vegetables in way too much water. How much should I put in? Let's see here.
人数とお好みで適量に
Use the proper amount according to the number of people and your tastes.
またしても抽象表現
Enough with the vague expressions!
ああ、それなら適量に入れてやるさ
Fine, then I'll put in the proper amount. I crushed the bag of miso in my fist to put half of its contents into the pot. That sounds awful with my wrist injury. Was this really okay? Maybe this was a little too hard.
濃厚なお味の味噌汁がいいって言うもんな
They do say miso soup is best when it tastes strong.
そういえばお袋の味噌汁は少し薄すぎる気がしてたんだ
Come to think of it, my mom's miso soup is a little thin.
俺にはこれくらい入れた方が合うかもしれない
Maybe I'll like it better with this much in it. I said it aloud as if trying to convince myself. I was gonna say, that didn't sound too convincing. Then convinced by my own words, I nodded to myself. Alright, the rice and miso soup were probably fine. Next, the side dish. But what should I make? Something I can make that would add color to the meal. That's it. Why don't I stir fry some vegetables? You can eat vegetables raw too, and they won't die just from a little bit of fire. I was so cute then, not realizing the level of my thoughts had fallen from what would look great in a meal to what would be easy to make. There were quite a few vegetables in the refrigerator. What kind of vegetables go in a stir fry? Bean sprouts? Cabbage? Chives? Onions? Can you put cucumbers and lettuce in? Yeah, bean sprouts would be one. Soybean pods, like edamame. Not salted edamame, though. Cabbage, yeah. I don't know about chives. Onions, yeah, especially sprout onions. It's not like I've never heard of cucumbers in a stir fry, but it's rare. And lettuce, see, ow! Ugh. See, when you cook with cabbage, it will still have enough substance once it's broken down a little by cooking with everything else. Lettuce, though, no. It's just gonna turn into mush. For now, I grabbed a nearby cutting board, cut them into chunks, and tossed them into a wok. This has gotten pretty exciting. Is this the true worth of men's cooking? Or is the true worth... What is this supposed to say? Oh, is men's true worth cooking? Or no. It... is... oh, it's this. I'm just gonna go with what I said first. Is this the true worth of men's cooking? Hey, this is actually getting kind of fun! All of a sudden, there's a pile of vegetables in the wok. Alright, next is the salad oil. The salad oil. How much are you pouring in, Kei-Y? It'd be more exciting if I filled it to the brim. Whoops, a bit leaked out. You think so? Well, no point in worrying about something so minor. The great Maibara Kei-Y's cooking is exciting! Okay, let's turn on the heat. The salad oil filling the wok to the brim caught fire, and flames reached up to the sky! Amazing!
なんだか俺って鉄人って感じ。
Maybe I could be an Iron Chef too!
俺ってひょっとして炎の料理人なんじゃ。
What if I'm really good at cooking with fire? The fire is supposed to go under the pan, Kei-Y. Those words were spoken by delusion. I was saying something outrageously careless, and when the words came out, they sort of convinced me.
そうさ、俺は料理の鉄人。
Yes, I am an Iron Chef.
あちゃちゃちゃちゃちゃ。
Right as the crazy pillar of flame started to burn the ceiling, I finally realized that the fabulous cooking before my eyes had culminated into an actually life-threatening disaster. Wait, what? Could I have been doing something insane? The force of the flame grew stronger and stronger. Wait, what? What? Somebody forcefully struck me in the back of the head. When I turned around to see what was going on, to my surprise, I saw Satoko and Rika-chan there.
え？サトコ？
Satoko?
リカちゃん？
Rika-chan? As I stood in wonder at their unexpected entrance, Satoko shoved me out of the way and turned off the gas. There, I emulated that shoving for you. Then Rika-chan got a towel, soaked it in water, spread it out, and placed it over the pot. She continued to soak more towels and put a second one, then a third. Once a whole bunch were piled on, the fire finally stopped. After all of it had happened in a few moments. Having avoided a huge fire by a hair's breadth, the three of us gasped for air.
ってお前らなんで俺の家にいるんだ。
Wait, what are you doing in my house?
住居不法侵入だぞ。
You're trespassing on private property!
それを言うなら、ケイイチさんなんか放火の現行犯でございますのよ。
Yes, well, Kei-san, you've been caught red-handed in the act of arson.
もうすぐで大火事になるところだったではございません。
It was just about to turn into a huge building fire, wasn't it?
ケイイチは今日から宿なしでかわいそなのです。
It would be very, very sad if Kei-Y was homeless after this.
And after pretending to be an Iron Chef, I finally began to take in the situation.
やっぱりあれは火事になりかけてた。
In the anime, it did brown the ceiling a little bit. The ceiling and the wall. So that was really about to set the house on fire.
当たり前でございませんの。
Is that not obvious?
ほら、ご覧なさいませ。
Just look at it.
天井がすすけてるではございません。
The ceiling is all sooty, is it not?
すすけていいのは男の背中だけですのよ。
Chimneys are the only things that should be sooty.
Satoko was seriously mad at me. Maybe they saved my life. According to what they said, I was so absorbed in my fiery cooking that I hadn't noticed when Satoko and Rika-chan rang the doorbell. But they could tell someone was home, so they came in to check. Thank goodness they did.
僕とサトコが来なかったら今頃ボーボーで消防車がうーなのです。
If Satoko and I hadn't come, the fire engines would have been going wee-oo right now.
ケイイチさん、そろそろ事の重大さが飲み込めまして。
Kei-Y-san, do you understand now how serious this was?
At some point, I had sat down on my knees as I listened obediently. Yeah,
すみませんでした。
I'm sorry.
皆さんは命の恩人です。
You two saved my life.
素敵なディナーがどんなものかと来てみれば。
We thought we would come and see what a fabulous dinner you made.
案の定このざまですし。
But as we thought, it's a mess.
これじゃ出来上がりを見るまでもありませんわね。
At this rate, we wouldn't even need to look at your bento.
嫌味なやつ。
You're mean.
じゃあサトコたち、俺が夕食にどんなものを作るか見に来たってわけか。
So, you and Rika-chan came all this way just to see what I'd make for dinner?
その嫌味に命と家を助けられたの、よく肝に銘じた方がよろしいのではありません？
Us being mean saved your house and your life. Is that not something to take to heart?
はい、すみませんでした、サトコさん。
Yes, I'm sorry, Satoko-san. At this point, having shown them such a disaster, I couldn't exactly make any more bluffs. I had completely surrendered.
カレーの時は結構頑張ってましたね。
And yet you tried really hard on the curry.
あの時のケイイチさんはどこに行ってしまいましたの？
Where did the Kei-Y-san from back then go?
まったく。
Jeez.
あの時は後輩職に手伝ってもらって他の班の鍋を丸ごと借りただけで、別に俺が料理したわけじゃ。
I had all our underclassmen help me then. They just borrowed entire pots from the other teams. I didn't really cook anything.
ケイイチさん、そんなズルをしてましたの？
Kei-Y-san, you cheated?
まったく、いくら部活とはいえとんでもない手を使いますのね。
Jeez, you might have been doing what our club usually does, but that was terrible.
Pouring salt into the other team's pots seemed far more terrible to me. Give everybody, vascular hypertension. But Satoko was in control right now, so I couldn't respond. I obediently hanged my head to her.
ところでケイイチさん、
By the way, Kei-Y-san,
この凄まじいお鍋、
this terrible pot.
まさか味噌汁だなんて言わないでしょうね。
This wasn't supposed to be miso soup, was it?
Satoko stared at the pot, totally full of miso, with an awful expression. So I really did get the amount wrong. Judging by the look on Satoko's face, whatever was in the pot couldn't be called miso anymore.
味噌汁はともかく、ご飯はうまく炊けたはずだ。
Forget the miso soup. The rice should be cooked just fine.
最近の炊飯器は便利だからな。
Rice cookers these days are pretty convenient.
きっとそろそろ炊けてる頃だ。
It should be just about done.
みー、
Me.
炊けてないです。
It's not cooked.
ほら、まだ中身も全然お水なのですよ。
See, the inside is still watery.
え？
Huh?
あれ？
What?
だってちゃんとスイッチを入れたらランプが点灯して。
But I switched it on and a little light came on.
ケイイチさん、
Kei-san,
あなたが押したボタン、
the button you pushed
これタイマーのボタンですのよ。
was the timer button, okay?
朝食用にセットしてあるから、電源が入るのは明日の早朝でしたよ。
It's set for breakfast, so it won't turn on until tomorrow morning.
ってことは何か？
So then what?
俺は結局おかずは元より味噌汁も
In the end, I don't have a side dish, or miso soup,
ご飯すらも
or even rice.
何も自炊できなかったってことか。
I couldn't make anything myself!
ざまあありませんわね。
It serves you right.
どうです？
So,
ようやく身の程を思い知りまして。
have you finally realized your place?
さあ
Come,
認めなさいませ。
admit it.
私前原圭一は北条聡子さんよりもお料理の下手っぴな口先男でしたって。
Say it. I, Maibara Keiichi, am all bark and a much crummier cook than Hojo Satoko-san.
Oh, I gotta stop doing that.
私は里子より料理の下手っぴなダメダメ男でございました。
I'm a terrible person and a crummier cook than Satoko!
どうもすみませんでした。
I beg your forgiveness.
No. I fainted in agony. Hey, if they got Hoshiso Sensei to do it, then I guess I don't need to do it, right? I fainted in agony. Rika-chan pat my head, satisfied at the sight, and Satoko laughed loudly in triumph. I'm completely lost. In the end, I talked big, but couldn't make a single dish adequately. At this rate, I'll go without dinner. And tomorrow morning, no breakfast, and no bento for lunch either. I didn't know how many days it would be before my parents returned. But at this rate, without a doubt,
飢え死にだ。
I'll starve to death.
もちろん明日の弁当もなし。
of course, I'll have no bento tomorrow either!
Me.
そして明日の罰ゲームも俺で決まり。
I'm sure to get the punishment game tomorrow! Yeah! See, it feels like I'm doing the Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess minigame where you have to, where you as Wolf Link have to howl at the right pitch, do the right pitch contours and everything to learn the song so that you can summon the, that spirit wolf thing, whatever, for the next combat move training session. Rika-chan kept on patting my head with a smile on her face that couldn't possibly get any bigger. Satoko, completely appalled at how unsightly I looked, heaved a heavy sigh.
大の男が情けないったらありゃしませんわね。
Adult men are just so pathetic, aren't they?
ほら
Come on!
おどき遊ばせ。
Please move yourself out of the way.
As I sobbed like a girl, Satoko, displeased, brushed me aside, dumped the remains of the miso soup into the sink tidy, then began to rinse out the pot.
いいよ里子。
Don't worry about it, Satoko.
自分の後片付けくらい俺がやるよ。
I can at least clean up after my own mess. I couldn't have Satoko clean up the cooking utensils I'd made a mess of. But when I tried to stop her, Rika-chan pulled on my clothes.
圭一は黙って見ているといいのですよ。
Keiichi, you can just be silent and watch.
She grinned as she said it.
黙って見てろって。何言ってるんだリカちゃん。
Be quiet and watch? What are you saying, Rika-chan?
まあそういうことですわね。
She meant just what she said.
圭一さんは黙って私に任せればいいんですのよ。
Kei-san, just be quiet and leave this to me.
Satoko turned around and declared, seeming bothered, as if to say that amateurs should keep their hands off. Her annoyed expression was a little scary.
任せるって何を？
Leave what to you? Satoko didn't answer. Instead, she spun back around and began to rifle through the pots in the refrigerator.
おいおい、あまりいじり回すなよ。
Hey, wait! Don't mess with him too much!
ひっくり返したりしたら俺が後でお風呂に送られるんだからな。
If we turn the place inside out, my mom might get mad at me later.
うるさい男ですわね。
Would you just be quiet already?
男子厨房に立ち入らずでしたよ。
Men aren't supposed to enter the kitchen.
That's sexist.
リカ
Rika?
あいあいさですよ。
Aye, sir.
To be fair, my mother hates when anybody's in the kitchen when she's trying to cook anything. She's like, everybody get out and stay out. Satoko snapped her fingers and Rika-chan got on her tiptoes, grabbed me by the back of the neck, and started dragging me away. Ah! Leaving Satoko alone in the kitchen, Rika-chan dragged me back into the living room.
おいおい、リカちゃん、
Hey, stop! Rika-chan,
もう話してくれよ。
let me go already.
サトコに任せたら台所が大変なことに。
If we leave it to Satoko, the kitchen will be a disaster.
今日のサトコは圭一を見返しに来たのですよ。
Satoko came to see how she beat you today.
復讐なのです。
It's a revenge.
復讐？
Revenge?
そういえばサトコのやつどこか険しい顔を。
Come to think of it, her face looked kind of grim. Eventually, from the kitchen, there was the sound of a faucet being twisted and a stove towel being turned. I began to hear the nostalgic sounds that made me envision dinner time. The refrigerator opening and closing, ingredients being cut on the chopping board. What did that mean? Was Satoko... was she cooking?
圭一にいっぱいいっぱいバカにされましたですから。
Kei-Y made fun of her quite a lot.
サトコは自分にもお料理がちゃんとできるところを圭一に見せたかったのですよ。
Satoko wanted to show you that she can cook proper meals too.
こうして音だけ聞いてる限りでは、
Just listening to it like this.
お皿を落とす音も破裂音も爆発音も聞こえてこないな。
There haven't been any sounds of blood spilling, or bursting, or explosions. At this point, at least she had proven she was a more skillful cook than me. In the cooking showdown with Hojo Satoko versus Maebara Kei-Y, it looked like victory had already been decided. I have recalled Satoko's slightly annoyed expression from before. I just read that.
俺、日中サトコのことをちょっとバカにしすぎちゃったよな。
I was making fun of Satoko too much today, wasn't I?
ひょっとしてそれで根に持たれた？
Is she holding a grudge? We were just provoking each other with our usual back and forth. But I also think I maybe overdid it. At the very least, I shouldn't have made fun of Satoko, who could cook for herself, when I'd never cooked other than for recreation before.
サトコはそんなの根に持っていませんです。
Satoko isn't holding very much of a grudge.
でもこうしてわざわざ俺のところまで押しかけてきたくらいだろ。
Let me do that line again.
Satoko isn't holding very much of a grudge.
But she came all the way to my house and pushed her way in.
やっぱり怒ってるに違いないよ。
She's gotta be mad. I quietly took a peek into the kitchen. She definitely looked different than the usual bird-brained Satoko. Her eyes were sharp and her movements were brisk, to the point where it was a little scary. Then she must have noticed me because she turned around and shot me an annoyed glare. Ah! I cringed in fear and hastily pulled my head back out.
怒ってる。
She's mad!
やっぱり怒ってる。
She's totally mad!
ああ、俺はどんな復讐をされるんだろう。
Ah! How would she take revenge on me?
サトコは失敗したくないから真剣なだけなのです。
That's just Satoko being serious because she doesn't want to fail.
怒ってなんかいないのですよ。
She isn't angry or anything.
あれのどこが怒ってないって言うんだよ。
How can you say she isn't angry?
あんなおっかなそうなサトコ初めて見たよ。
I've never seen Satoko be this frightening.
ケイイチさん、ちょっと聞こえてますの？
Kei-Y-san, I can't hear that, you know.
はい。
Sorry!
I jumped at Satoko's angry outburst and faced towards the kitchen. I felt exactly like a kid who had done something bad and gotten called to the teacher's lounge.
お味噌ってどこにしまってありますの？
Where do you keep the miso?
冷蔵庫がでっかくて全然わかりませんですわよ。
The refrigerator is so big that I don't see any of it anywhere.
すみません。
I'm sorry.
味噌はその冷蔵庫の中段扉の中の下の網棚の左奥に。
The miso it's on the middle shelf in the fridge at the back left of the lower rack.
なんですのこれは。
What is this?
お味噌のパックは使ったらちゃんと口を閉じなさいですわよ。
You need to close the miso package after you finish with it.
冷蔵庫の中がお味噌で汚れてしまってるではありませんの。
It's getting the inside of the refrigerator dirty, isn't it?
すみません。
I'm sorry.
You should be sorry if you're that freaking dense. It's like talking with the element hydrogen. Before I can look for something to wipe it with, Satoko wiped it off with a wet dish towel.
まったく男の人ってのはどうしてこう後片付けがずさんなんでございますの？
I swear, how are men so bad at cleaning up after themselves?
そのまま大人になったらと思うとゾッとしましたよ。
I shudder to think that you'll become an adult like this.
I couldn't talk back to Satoko today. The only thing I could do was obediently lower my head and apologize. As Satoko nipped and I apologized, a good smell began to fill the kitchen.
お味噌汁のお味噌はこう。
This is how you prepare the miso for the soup.
お玉に少量をすくい取ってお箸で溶きながら
You scoop a little out with a ladle and break it up with chopsticks.
少しずつ加えて味見をしながら慎重にですのよ。
It's important to add a little at a time and keep tasting it.
丸ごとひねり出してお鍋に開けちゃうなんて言語道断でしたよ。
Dumping the entire thing into the pot is absolutely outrageous.
すみません。
I'm sorry.
家庭科の授業は真面目にやってませんでした。
I never paid attention in home ec class.
情けない。
You're pathetic.
まったく
I swear.
これだから男の人は
Men!
That whole long phrase, and it just translates as men. I cowered at her annoyed sounding muttering. But looking at her like this, she seemed quite good at cooking. It had just been I don't need to use stretching my vocal folds anymore, yawns. It had just been overshadowed by Rena's and Rika-chan's artistic abilities. Satoko's skills were clearly enough to get passing marks.
さあさあ、そんなところでぼーっとしてる暇がございましたら食卓にお茶碗の用意をなさいませ。
Hey, if you have time to zone out like that, then you can go set the table.
私もリカも食べますから用意は3人分ですわよ。
Rika and I will be eating too, so set 3 places.
はいはい。
On it.
I hastily took 3 people's worth of dishes and such from the cabinets and headed to the dining room. When I returned there, I could hear laughter from a variety show on the television. Rika-chan was brought out on the couch watching television and relaxing. When she noticed me putting the dishes out on the table, she came scampering up.
もうすぐご飯なのです。
Dinner time is soon.
ケイイチのうちでご飯なのです。
Dinner at Kei-Y's house.
ニパー。
Nippa!
リカちゃんは上機嫌みたいだな。
Rika-chan, you're in a good mood.
サトコの不機嫌とはえらい違いだ。
That's a big difference from Satoko.
サトコは全然不機嫌じゃないです。
Satoko isn't in a bad mood at all.
久しぶりにとても楽しそうなのですよ。
She's enjoying herself more than she has in a long time.
楽しそう。
Enjoying herself?
あれがか？
Seriously?
さとこがニーニーと一緒だった頃みたいです。
She's like how she was when her nii-nii was with her.
こんなに楽しそうなさとこを見るのは本当に久しぶりなのですよ。
It really has been a long time since I've seen Satoko look like she's having so much fun.
Nee-nii? What the heck is nii-nii? Is it a sound cats make?
ニーニーはニーニーです。
nii-nii means brother.
Older brother, specifically.
さとこのお兄さんなのですよ。
Satoko's older brother.
さとこの兄。
Satoko's older brother.
サトシと言いますです。
He's named Satoshi.
名前くらい聞いたことがありませんですか？
Haven't you heard his name before?
Well, I have, and technically Kei-Y has, but not in this world. Satoshi. Hojo Satoshi? Maybe I have, maybe I haven't. At least he didn't go to our school.
サトシっていうのか？
Satoshi, huh?
さとこの兄貴は。
It's my first time hearing this track. Huh. Satoko's older brother.
Hmm.
Hmm?
初めて聞いたな。
That's the first time I've heard of him. She had a brother, huh? I didn't know that. She does have one. Saying that, Rika-chan grinned even more brightly and went,
Nipa!
again.
She does have one.
サトシと一緒にいる時のさとこはいつもこんな風で楽しそうだったのですよ。
When Satoko was with Satoshi, she always looked like she was having fun, just like this.
本当に久しぶりにこんな楽しそうなさとこを見ますのです。
It really has been a long time since I've seen Satoko enjoying herself this much.
However, I looked at it, she seemed to be in a bad mood. But her good friend Rika-chan was saying that it was actually the opposite.
楽しそうなのか？
Is she really enjoying herself?
きっとニーニーと一緒だった頃を思い出してるに違いないのです。
She must be remembering the time she spent with her nii-nii.
懐かしいのですよ。
It's nostalgic.
懐かしい？
Nostalgic.
Huh?
Huh?
じゃあ今はさとことは別居なのか？
Does he live apart from Satoko? Hold on, I'll take a drink of water. Oops, sorry. My wire got tangled up on my mic. Probably caused some clipping there. Then does he live apart from Satoko? Maybe Satoko's older brother Satoshi is actually a lot older than her? He must have gone off on his own and was living by himself far away.
さとこはそのサトシって兄と仲は良かったみたいだな。
Well, that's one way to put it. Satoko seems like she got along well with the Satoshi person.
はい、
She did.
とても仲良しな兄弟だったです。
Let me amend that.
She did. The two of them got along very well.
She spread her arms wide to demonstrate the width of how well they got along. According to Rika-chan, Satoko supported her docile, slightly unreliable older brother through nagging. That was their relationship. I see. That certainly applied to the current situation. We had me, unreliable, unable to cook even a single dish properly, and Satoko who redid it while scolding me. Could Satoko have been getting a glimpse of her brother, who now lived far away, through me?
いつもあんな感じでサトシに小言を言いながら、
So she would always nitpick whatever Satoshi did.
だけどしっかりと支えながら仲良く生活してたんだな。
But she firmly supported him, and they got along well.
今日圭一のところへ来たのだって。
Hold on.
Today she was the one.
さとこが言い出したのですよ。
Alright,
Today she was the one. She suggested we should go to Kei-Y's house.
she said,
There's no... She said, there's no way the unreliable Kei-san could possibly make dinner. We need to go make it for him.
じゃあ別に復讐とか見返すとかそういう意味で来たんじゃなかったのか。
then she didn't come here to get revenge or to get even or anything like that.
放っておけなかったのですよ。
She couldn't leave you alone.
さとこは今でもしっかり者の妹なのです。
Even now, Satoko is a proper little sister.
I was an only child. I didn't know how it felt to have siblings. Of course, I've never had a little sister like Satoko. But I felt that in this moment I was an older brother, obediently and helplessly being looked after by her. Without any teasing or messing around. I'm going to give thanks for her trouble. That's what I honestly thought.
ケイイチさん、
Kei-san?
おしゃもじがどこにあるかわかりませんでしたよ。
Do you know where on earth the ladle is?
ああごめんごめん。
Sorry.
しゃもじはその右脇の引き出しの中に。
The ladle should be in the drawer to your right. I ran into the kitchen, got the ladle out of the drawer, and offered it to Satoko.
さあ出来上がりでしたよ。
It's all done.
もうお茶碗とかは準備できてますの？
Have you put the bowls and things out?
あ
Yeah,
あもう準備 OK だぜ。
everything's A-okay. That hurt my wrist.
ではご飯にしましょうですわね。
And let us have our meal.
リカ、
Rika,
お夕飯ですわよ。
it's time for dinner.
み
Me?
I heard Rika-chan's effervescent voice coming from the dining room. Satoko turned off the gas flame on the stove and lifted up the pot of miso soup.
ー、ケイイチさんは炊飯器を持ってきてくださいます。
Could you bring the rice cooker, Kei-san?
ひっくり返さないように注意するんですのよ。
Be careful not to flip it over, alright?
Oh, like you did with my rice during the curry contest.
ああ気をつけるよ。
Right. I'll be careful. I can carry rice cookers just fine without being warned about it. I thought about replying like that, but I decided not to. No mean words or witty retorts today. Rice with steam billowing from it, and miso soup, as well as a handful of side dishes. On the table was a truly firm, family-oriented dinner. It wasn't weird at all, or extravagant. It was a daily meal, the sort a housewife would make. It was very nonchalant and brimming with liveliness.
ではいただきますですわよ。
Then let us eat.
いただきます。
Thank you for the food!
Thank you for the food.
At Satoko's command, Rika-chan and I both thanked her in a loud voice.
俺さとこのことは侮ってたよ。
The fang. Oh, the lowly elements are kicking in. Okay. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna see if the wrist brace is where I think it is. Because my hand is getting injured over just the slightest movements. And that's not cool. So, yeah. I'll be right back. Let me just use more throat spray. I am by far not a lowly person, and I certainly am not a Satoko person, but I'll do my best to amend my voice to make her sympathetic in this arc. Alright, let's get back
完
to
全に敗北だ。
I made light of you, Satoko. You've beaten me soundly.
少しは見直しまして。
Do you have a better opinion of me now?
リカやレナさんに比べれば私もまだまだですけど、頼りないケイイチさんなんかよりはよっぽどお料理ができましたよ。
I may still not be as good as Rika or Nina-san, but I could cook far better than helpless Kei-Y-san.
へいへい、おみそれしやした。
Yeah, I know better now. After I honestly admitted my defeat, Satoko's expression finally softened, and she laughed with a normally loud and cheerful voice.
お、ご飯いい感じで炊き上がってるな。
Oh, the rice is cooked really well. Though she used the rice cooker, it tasted a little different from the rice my mom made. Maybe she used a different amount of water for it. Even so, I could feel Satoko's personality from the rice, which made it taste better than usual. The miso soup was a little on the thick side, but it was still delicious. The side dishes, while not exactly flashy, tasted great as well. It was also appetizing, and I couldn't stop eating.
おかずもよくできてるよ。
The side dishes are well done too.
サトコも決して料理は下手じゃないぞ。
Satoko, you're not a bad cook at all. I gave my honest impression without a hint of sarcasm. Satoko seemed to have been expecting some, because when I praised her so honestly, she got flustered instead.
褒められるのは光栄ですけど、そんなに立派ではありませんのよ。
Your praise honors me, but it's nothing so grand.
おかずはお惣菜屋さんで買ったものを温めただけですし、
The side dishes are just things I bought at the store and heated up.
これとこれは缶詰を開けただけですし、
This and this. All I did was open the can.
自分でちゃんと作ったのはご飯と味噌汁だけなんですのよ。
I can only really make rice and miso soup myself.
Satoko said, embarrassed, her face a bit flushed. See, if she were like this more of the time, then she'd be more tolerable. There was none of her normal verbal abuse or sarcasm in there either. Now my nose is starting to run. Darn it.
ご飯とお味噌汁しか作ってませんけど、出来合いのおかずを並べればそこそこに立派にはなりますのよね。
I can't make anything except rice and miso soup. But when you get ready-made side dishes and put them on the table too, it turns into something fairly splendid.
うちのお袋だって出来合いのお惣菜は使うし、缶詰だって使うよ。
My mom uses ready-made side dishes and canned goods too.
そんなので恥ずかしがることはないだろう。
It's nothing to be so embarrassed about.
これは立派な夕食だよ。
This is a fantastic dinner. I gave her honest praise. I have never met Satoko's brother, but Satoshi would probably praise her in the same way.
まあ、私にもそこそこのお料理ができることが分かっていただけたのでしたら、それで十分ですわね。
Well, I suppose it's enough now that you've come to realize that I can hold my own in the kitchen.
おかわりいります？
Would you like seconds?
お味噌汁はまだありますですわよ。
There's plenty of miso soup still left.
Did that brat just awkwardly change the subject? When I realized my response had been on the mark, it made me a little happy.
こうしてご飯を食べてると、サトシと一緒にご飯を食べてるみたいで楽しいのです。
When we eat rice like this, it's fun. It's like we're eating with Satoshi.
Rika-chan mentioned Satoko's older brother's name again. Satoko's chopsticks paused, and she looked up at the ceiling.
懐かしいですわね。
How nostalgic.
一体今頃どこでどうしてるやら。
I wonder what he could be doing right now.
She had a faraway smile, as if yearning for a friend who had moved away. From how it looked, I got the impression she hadn't seen Satoshi in quite some time. Satoko realized I was giving her a blank stare.
申し訳ないですわね。
I do apologize.
サトシっていうのは私のニーニ
Satoshi is my nii-nii.
ーじゃなくて
No,
兄なのですのよ。
my older brother.
It reminds me of Silent Hill 2 with Angela. I'm looking for my mama. I mean my mother.
あ、うん、
Okay.
そうなんだ。
I see. nii-nii must have been a nickname only Satoko used for him. It was funny to see her hastily deny it.
あんなに生活力のない人に家出なんて解消があったなんてびっくりでございますけど。
I was rather surprised a person with such few living skills had the ability to run away.
まあ、そのうち値を上げでひょっこり帰ってくるに決まってますわ。
Well, I'm sure I'll pack up shop at some point and return out of the blue.
家出したんだ。
Sorry, I'm cutting a string that's loose on this brace. Because I know that if I don't cut it, I'm going to be pulling it, and that's going to be bad. Stop struggling. There's this tiny little loop that I want to make sure to cut. Alright, should be good for now. So, he ran away. There's another story to what Satoko had said so cheerfully. The reason for Satoshi not living with her was a little serious. Everyone had been talking about it in such an upbeat way, so I continued to talk about him. Should I not have broached the subject at all? I hastily took a look at Satoko's face after thinking that, but there was no trace of the gloomy expression I'd been worrying about.
まあ、一人暮らしに憧れるなんて年頃らしい夢ではありませんの。
Well, he's not old enough to be dreaming of living on his own.
どうせニーニーには長続きするはずもありませんけどね。
nii-nii won't be able to do it for long anyway.
ご来性のない人ですから。
He has no endurance.
サトシはああ見えてもとても我慢強い人なのですよ。
Satoshi may not look like it, but he's a very persevering person.
サトコが思ってるよりもずっと我慢強いのです。
He's a lot more persevering than you think.
リカはすぐニーニーの肩を持ちますのね。
Riko, you always take nii-nii's side right away.
リカはちょっと甘やかしすぎですのよ。
You're a little too nice to him.
サトコはニーニーに厳しすぎるのです。
Only my waifu can have Satoshi. That may be spoilers, that may not be. Depends if you know who my waifu is.
Satoko is just too harsh on nii-nii.
帰ってきたらもっと優しくしてあげた方が良いのです。
You should treat him more kindly when he comes back.
Satoko and Ika-chan's views regarding nii-nii, aka Satoshi, were parallel to each other, but I could easily tell that both of them really liked him. They were so optimistic too, even though he had run away from them. It was like they were going to see him again next week. Satoko and Ika-chan both liked Satoshi even now, and waited for him, believing he would surely return. I've never met him, but I know for sure that this Satoshi person was a really good guy. I had thought Satoko would be deeply hurt by her brother running away, but she had already overcome that. She was still being the energetic little sister, always full of vim and vigor, as if to say that her brother could come back anytime he liked. I thought that Satoko didn't think through anything and just frolicked and played practical jokes every day, and that was it. But she was really... yeah.
なんで私の頭を撫でますの？
Why are you petting my head?
I roughly rubbed a hand through Satoko's hair.
俺、サトコのことを誤解してたよ。
I misunderstood you, Satoko.
お前がこんなにしっかり者だなんて思わなかった。
I didn't know you were this level-headed. Satoko seemed to think I was making fun of her and tried to bat away my hand. But then she saw that there wasn't even a trace of malice on my face and obediently granted me her head.
うん。
Yep,
サトコはしっかり者。
Satoko's level-headed.
うんうん。
She sure is.
私は最初からしっかり者でしたよ。
I've been level-headed from the start.
ケイイチさんに合わせて悪ふざけしてあげてたに過ぎませんわ。
I was just playing pranks on you because you always do it to me.
There was her usual provocation, but I decided not to buy into it today.
そうだな。
You're right.
俺に合わせてふざけてただけなんだよな。
You were just doing it to go along with me.
でも本当はこんなにもしっかり者。
But you really were so level-headed.
偉い偉い。
Good for you.
本当に褒めてますの？
Is that actually a compliment?
なんだかバカにされてるような。
It kind of seems like you're making fun of me.
俺は全然バカにしてないぞ。
I'm not trying to make fun of you at all.
真面目に褒めてる。
I'm seriously complimenting you.
バカにしてるときはリカちゃんも一緒に撫でるからな。
Because if I was making fun of you, Rika-chan would be petting your head too.
それもそうですわね。
That's right, isn't it?
リカは人を小バカにするときよく頭を撫でますものね。
When Rika makes fun of people, she usually pets their head.
ね
Me?
Sorry. Oh. My nose is starting to run. It's creating blockage.
缶詰のイワシさんが美味しいのですよ。
These canned sardines are delicious.
Rika-chan went,
Goodbye!
and her smile became even brighter. I could never bring myself to try sardines, or anchovies for that matter. Something about a whole dead fish, bones and all, and their eyes staring at you. I already dissected a perch. I've dissected a lot of things that stare back at me. Her attitude was clear as day, but it was annoyingly cute, so both Satoko and I suddenly burst into laughter. Thank goodness I didn't have to dissect a mammal, though. That would be too much for me. I could not bring myself to do that. The hardest thing was I had to dissect a dogfish, which is a small kind of shark. What was hard about it was that its one eye was all crumpled up from the formalin, the preservative chemical. That was hard for me to do. That laughter lightened up the table. The table itself was so dull and simple that I never even thought people could be laughing like this around it. And then, I finally came to realize something really obvious.
笑いながら食べる食事って美味しいよな。
Dinner is better if you're laughing while you're eating, huh?
もちろんなのですよ。
Of course it is.
笑いはご飯を美味しくするのです。
Laughing makes it taste better.
Getting sharp pains with certain stretches of my vocal folds.
失礼ですわね。
How rude.
ご飯が美味しいのは私のお料理が美味しいからに決まってますわよ。
The food is good because I'm a good cook, obviously.
This harmonious moment, this happy circle, it was completely different than spending time with family, but still somehow nostalgic.
サトコはニーニーに会いたいか？
Satoko, do you want to see nii-nii?
ニーニーなんて言ってませんですわ。
I didn't say nii-nii.
兄とお呼びなさいですわ。
Call him my brother, please.
Hey, wait, you've been saying nii-nii this, nii-nii that this whole time. I grinned wryly and decided to just call him brother like she told me to.
サトコは兄貴に会いたいか？
Satoko, do you want to see your brother? Rika-chan stopped eating, then looked back and forth between my face and Satoko's. Satoko was smiling. She looked like she was trying to choose her words. Just from that, Satoko conveyed her feelings. Honestly, she wished he would come in right now. But she wasn't that weak. Satoshi should just do what he wanted until he's satisfied. In return, she'd let him have the scolding of his lifetime. And then she said she'd have dinner with him and lay out his futon for him. Why did I add she said?
会いたいかと言われれば、もちろん会いたいに決まってますわね。
Well, of course I want to see him again.
もうすぐで1年になりますもの。
It's been almost a year.
It's been that long already. Rika-chan smiled thinly, her eyes appearing to look far away.
まあ、ニーニーの好きにすればいいのですわ。
Well, nii-nii can do what he wants.
少しでも生活力を身につけて、たくましくなって帰ってきてくれれば、私の負担も軽くなるわけですし。
It would lighten my load if he came back with more muscles and knowing how to do housework, of course.
ほら、
See?
またニーニーって言った。
You said nii-nii again.
言いましたですね。
You said it.
言ってませんわよ。
I did not.
ニーニーのことをニーニーなんて言いませんわよ。
I would never call nii-nii nii-nii.
things rapidly returned to the usual lively atmosphere of lunchtime at school. Another thing changed about Satoko's feelings towards her brother. She was living so bravely and so strongly. Hey, Satoshi. Your sister is trying so hard to watch the place while you're gone, isn't she? Give it a rest. Come back soon, got it?
さとこ、
Satoko?
そろそろお片付けをしないとお眠になる時間なのです。
It's time to clean up or else we will get sleepy.
It was when we were all watching TV while enjoying some tea after dinner. Rika-chan let out a big yawn and then spoke. Can I do a little Rika-yan faithfully and still not cause myself to actually yawn? Satoko and I both then looked at the clock and noticed how late it had gotten. No, perhaps we both realized it already. We just didn't want this one moment to end. Maybe we didn't want to say anything.
いけませんわね。
Oh, this will not do!
まだ食器を洗っていませんでしたわ。
I still haven't washed the dishes yet.
いいよそんなの。
Don't worry about it.
それくらい俺がやっておくよ。
I can do that much at least.
飯をごちそうになって食器まで洗わせるわけにはいかないよ。
You made a great dinner, so I can't let you do the dishes too.
本当に大丈夫ですの？
Are you sure you'll be alright?
慣れない人が洗うとお皿とか洗剤で滑って落としちゃいますわよ。
I think we got it, Satoko.
When people who are not used to it try and wash them, the soap could make the dishes slip out of their hands, you know?
Jeez, she's turned into a perfect nagging little sister. It was charming and awkward. Emotions like that were all mixed up inside me. I gave her a vague, dry smile.
圭一だってお皿くらい洗えますですよ。
Kate, you can at least wash dishes.
割ったお皿で怪我をしたら明日学校でかわいそしてあげますです。
If you break one and hurt yourself, I'll give you pettings at school tomorrow.
わー
Rika-chan yawned again, so wide you could see her molars.
本当に大丈夫ですの？
Is it really alright?
圭一さんって見かけと違って随分と頼りない方でございますからね。
Kate sounds pretty unreliable despite how he looks.
やれやれ。
Give me a break.
サトコの中の圭一株は大暴落みたいだな。
Looks like Kei-Y.
安心しろ。皿くらいきっちりと洗ってみせるぞ。
Calm it, Soichiro. Looks like Kei-Y's approval ratings have plummeted in Satoko's mind. Don't worry. I'll clean those dishes up, no problem.
安心して帰れ。
So don't worry about it and go home. I wish that would have been coded better.
っていうかこんな時間じゃサトコたちだけに帰らせられないよな。
Actually, at this hour, I can't let you two go home by yourselves.
家まで送るよ。
I'll take you there.
自転車の鍵を。
Let me find the key for my bike.
私たちを送った後一人で家に帰るのは圭一さんではありませんの。
Once you've taken us home, Kate's son will be the one going home by himself.
夜道に迷って高津戸あたりに迷い込んだら大変ですのよ。
You'll be in big trouble if you get lost on the roads at night and end up in Takatsuto.
あのあたりお家も明かりも全然ありませんから。
There's no houses or lights out there at all.
I was trying to worry about them going home, but I didn't think they'd be worried about me getting lost. Am I really that unreliable? She really is being critical, but yeah, this feeling I have, it's not bad. So I ended up not needing to escort them. I saw off Satoko and Rika-chan to the gate.
今日は本当にありがとうな。
Thanks a lot for today.
おかげでとても文化的な夕飯にありつけたよ。
Thanks to you, I got a good cultural dinner.
サトコが来なかったら 今頃圭一はグーグーでニャーニャーだったのです。
If Satoko hadn't come, Kei-Y would be growling and yowling right now.
本当ですわね。
Truly,
本当来てよかったですわ。
it's really good that you came.
They really saved me. I gave them another bow filled with gratitude.
そうそう。
Oh yeah.
ご飯とおかずの残りをタッパーに詰めておきましたから、明日はそれをお弁当になさいませ。
I put the rice and side dishes into a container so you stop for your bento tomorrow.
あと明日の朝食は食パンとジャムがいいですわね。
And for breakfast you can eat some bread and jam.
いちごジャムとピーナッツバターが冷蔵庫中段の右端にありましたわ。
Strawberry jam and peanut butter were in your refrigerator on the middle shelf to the right.
I prefer black raspberry jam. Black raspberries are something from my childhood that I've never been able to find after my childhood because my grandparents had it on the vine at their old house. But since they stopped maintaining the vines and then they moved, I haven't had them in years, like the actual black raspberries. I've had the jam, I've had the ice cream, but I can't find the raspberries themselves because they're so fragile that like grocery stores and markets don't sell them. They're just unshippable, unfortunately. Sometimes they break before you can even pick them off the stem.
あと粉末ココアが食器棚の右上の戸の中に。
Cocoa powder too is in the upper right door of the cupboard.
What would you use cocoa powder for? I know all that, you don't have to go into detail. I was about to say that, but I decided to humbly listen to her. It was then that I finally realized that Satoko, who appeared to be in a bad mood, was in fact in a great one, just like Rika-chan had said. Ugh, can't speak. And that though she nagged a lot, she was very kind.
ではおやすみなさいなのですよ。
Then good night.
寝る前にはちゃんと歯を磨くんですのよ。
Make sure to brush your teeth before you go to bed.
I need to remember to do that too. I just got a cavity filled because I've been neglecting that. Like ever since college, I kind of fell out of the habit because I'd just be so exhausted. Now I'm on medical leave, and it's just a matter of getting back into the habit.
5分以上かけてしっかりと磨きなさいませ。
You have to do it for at least 5 minutes.
Actually, last I've heard it's 3.
わかったよ、サトコ。
I got it, Satoko. Mousepad.
ちゃんと歯も磨くし、明日の朝飯も用意する。
I'll brush my teeth and make breakfast for tomorrow.
弁当も忘れないようにするよ。
I'll be sure not to forget the bento. He's gonna forget the bento, I'm sure of it.
いつもより早めに起きないと朝食やお弁当の支度ができませんわよ。
You need to wake up earlier than usual or you won't be able to get your breakfast or bento ready, got it?
なんなら少し早いくらいの時間に目覚まし代わりに電話して差し上げましょうか。
If you like, I can give you a wake-up call a little earlier instead of using your alarm clock.
そこまでしてくれなくても大丈夫だよ。
You don't have to go that far.
目覚まし時計を少し早めにセットしておくことにする。
I'll set my alarm clock to wake me a little early.
ありがとな。
Thanks for
いろい
being
ろと気にしてくれて。
Thanks for being so concerned about me. Satoko looked like she had more fault finding to do, but she stopped and leaving me with a good night, got on her bike and disappeared down the nighttime road. Rika-chan went to do the same, but then remembered something and came back.
どうしたリカちゃん。
What's wrong, Rika-chan?
忘れ物か？
Did you forget something?
今日の圭一は100点満点でした。
Kei-Y, you got 100 points for today.
パチパチパチなのです。
Clap, clap, clap.
Rika-chan suddenly complimented me. She clapped her small hands. What was she on about?
別に褒められるようなことはしてないだろう。
I didn't do anything worthy of praise, did I?
危うく自宅を火事にするところだったし。
I nearly burned down the house after all.
サトコもきっとニーニーが帰ってきたような気がして。
Satoko probably felt like her nii-nii had come home.
とても楽しかったと思いますです。
I think she was having a lot of fun.
たまに これからもサトコのお小言に
サトコに小言を言われる頼りない兄貴。
Sorry,
サトシの代わりになってやれっていうことか？
I didn't mean to skip through a thing. I accidentally touched the mouse pad.
Once in a while, I want you to go along with Satoko's scolding in the future.
Are you telling me to be like an older brother that she can scold? Instead of Satoshi? Erika-chan didn't say anything. She just smiled and went on.
Nipa!
サトシってさ、
This Satoshi person,
こんなにもできた妹と一緒で何が不満だったんだ？
he has such a great little sister, so what was he unhappy about?
俺がサトシだったら絶対に家出なんかしないぞ。
If I were Satoshi, I would never have run away from home.
サトシにはサトシなりの事情があったのです。
Satoshi had his own circumstances.
きっと
I'm sure.
I didn't know what he was unhappy with. But whatever the reason, it was no excuse for abandoning Satoko.
早く帰ってくるといいな。
I hope he comes back soon.
俺じゃ多分本物のニーニーの代役はいつまでも務まらないぜ。
I probably can't play the role of her actual nii-nii forever, you know.
大丈夫ですよ。
It's okay.
今日のケイイチはサトシそっくりだったのです。
You were just like Satoshi today.
またお願いしますなのですよ。
Please do it again sometime.
If that's what would make Satoko happy, I'd take on this easy role whenever I needed to.
リーカ
Rika!
Satoko stopped her bike under a distant exterior light and called out to her friend, who wasn't coming no matter how long she waited.
ー。では僕はもう行きますですよ。
Okay, I have to go.
おやすみなさいなのです。
Good night.
あ、おやすみ。
Yeah, night.
僕ではサトシの代わりをできませんが、ケイイチならできます。
I can't replace Satoshi, but Kei-Y could do it.
これで僕も心の荷が一つ下りましたのですよ。
That's one less piece of baggage underneath the shoulder.
Leaving me with that, Rika-chan sped off on her bike. She rode up next to Satoko, and then the two of them disappeared in the blink of an eye.
サトシ、
Satoshi,
本当に早く帰ってきてやれよな。
seriously, come back soon, got it?
あんまり帰りが遅かったら。
If you come home really late, I'll punch you right in the nose. Let's try our best until that day comes, Satoko. Even if I could no longer hear the sounds of their bicycles. I stood there for a while, seeing them off. Higurashi no Naku Koro nii. Alright, so we'll view the tips when we come back to this next week. Probably Monday. You have received new tips. Satoko's Trap Course. Elementary. Oh, we got an achievement. Right. Achievement unlocked. You're on fire. Attempted cooking. So come back to the tips when we do this, probably Monday night. The only reason we wouldn't be doing it Monday night would be if it takes longer for me to heal than I expected, because I wasn't fully healed anyway from Monday night when I did this tonight. This is Friday. Usually do the second stream, Higurashi stream of the week on Thursdays. So Monday, Thursdays, Higurashi, and then Tuesday nights, I've started doing Rule of Rose for the first time. So we'll have that to look forward to. That's what the next week is going to look like. So let's save here. Yeah, I have to end this through Task Manager in between chapters. It's weird, they don't give you the option of just exiting. So, and this, I did take the one break we'll be back thing down, didn't I? Did I leave that up the whole time? Oh gosh. No, I didn't. Okay, good. Oh, okay. I just didn't put it down to its starting position, but I put it down below the game. Whoa, I was about to be majorly stressed out there. Okay, anyway, Monday, Thursdays, Higurashi, Tuesdays, Rule of Rose. So, in the meantime, thank you all so much for watching, everyone, and as always, if you like what you see, please feel free to click like, comment, follow, join our Discord if you haven't, subscribe if you're on YouTube. Any feedback you can give me at all will help me tailor my future content towards your interests. I'm Regulus Pastor, and until next time, wale!